Discussing about the
Recording in progress.
kingdom Protogista and kingdom Prokaryotes. Firstly, I told
Oh,
you about the kingdom Protogista, that this kingdom is quite similar to a mixture of organisms. In this, we discussed that there are two main categories. Like there are organisms which have characteristic of animals, as well as
mhm,
in this kingdom, there are organisms which have characteristic of plants. Actually, they have
yes.
characteristic of both animals and plants, but they are not like you cannot say that you cannot place them individually in animal section or in plant section. Why? Because if you want to place them in animal section, so there are some characteristic of plants like characteristic in them. That's why you cannot place them in animal kingdom. And if you want to place these organisms in the plant kingdom, we cannot do so. Why? Because they have some of the properties of the kingdom Animalia group.
Yeah,
That's
animal.
why, yeah, that's why we make a separate group. The scientists make a separate group for such organisms. And can you tell me
Mhm.
the characteristic of these organisms?
Uh,
Kingdom
they
Protocista.
have a nucleus.
Mm-hmm.
They're multicellular and or unicellular, and
Yes.
what's it called? Like what's it called? They might have a cell. They might have a cell wall, and they might
Mm.
not have a cell wall.
And if they have a cell wall, which characteristic, which kingdom will they be belong to? The kingdom Animalia or kingdom Plant?
Plantae
Yeah. And
and chloroplast as well.
that's
That
also,
shows they're plant.
hmm, they are plant-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
These characteristics are animal like the multicellular and the nucleus. The unicellular is not, it is not belong to the plant category or to the animal category. They both
Yes.
are multicellular.
Multicellular.
Okay. Then the fourth one,
Uh, they're fed by photosynthesis and other feeds on organic substance by other
yes,
organisms.
that means they have two types of mode of getting nutrition. One mode of getting nutrition is autotrophic mode. You know the autotrophic mode?
Yes.
What's that?
Uh, like autotropic and the autotropic.
Hmm. What is autotrophic
Uh,
mode of getting food? What does it mean?
it's like
Mhm.
where animals get their own or
No,
no, it's like plants make their own food by photosynthesis, or like
they
they get their
can
own
make or cannot make. What you're saying?
can make.
Yes, auto means automatically. For remembrance purpose, you
Yes.
can think about this. Autotrophic means that they can prepare their own food by means of natural resources. And what are natural resources? The
Yes.
carbon dioxide, the sunlight,
Yeah.
and water.
Yeah.
And by
Yeah.
using these things, the plants can prepare their own food. Similarly, these type of organisms can prepare their own food. So they are saying
Hmm.
some of the protogists are photosynthetic in nature. They do photosynthesis and they prepare their own food. And the other ones are they cannot
Heterotrophic.
prepare. Yeah, they cannot prepare their own food. That's why they are heterotrophic. What they do then if they cannot prepare their own food?
Uh, like they consume like other
Hmm.
organisms
Yes,
or
they consume the organic substance from the. You know what is organic substance? Organic substance means that the organic matter present in the living organism. Organic substance means
Mhm.
the material in living organism. Okay, that is known as simply at this level you can say that the material in the living organism, the content of the living body. Okay, any living body. So if the protogists are present in the sea water, maybe. Okay, so what they will do, they will rely on the sea organism present in the sea water. They will uh, take food from, and they will feed them, and they will take food from them. So that's why we say that kingdom Protogesta. In this we have organisms which belong to kingdom Animalia and kingdom Plantae. They have characteristic of both. Okay,
Mhm.
and this one, the paramecium, the Chlamydomonas. You must remember the name of, at least you must remember the name, at least two names, two examples of each kingdom. Okay,
Mhm.
then we have kingdom Prokaryota. This is the simplest kingdom. Okay, this is the simplest kingdom.
Yep.
And according to some of the scientists, according to some of the biologists, they say that this is the foremost, the first organism on this earth was the kingdom Prokaryota. It belonged to the kingdom Prokaryota, and that is bacteria. They said
Mm-hmm.
that archaeobacteria, ar sometimes they pronounce it like archeo, sometimes they say archaeobacteria. This is the
Yep.
first organism on this planet, okay, on this planet, according to
Mm-hmm.
biologists. So that's why this belongs to the kingdom Prokaryota. Okay, it belongs to
Okay.
kingdom Prokaryota.
Okay.
Yes, and bacteria, they have mentioned about it. Bacteria have cells that are very different from the cells of all other kind of organisms. Okay, why
Mm-hmm.
the bacteria are very different? Because bacteria belong to the simplest category. Okay, they belong to the simplest
Simple.
kingdom. Okay, and that is kingdom
Yep.
Prokaryotes, kingdom Prokaryota.
Yep.
Actually, we say the name of the kingdom is pronounced as Prokaryota, TA. Okay. The organisms
Prokaryote.
of this kingdom are known as prokaryotes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, we have kingdom Animalia. Kingdom name is
Yep.
Animalia. It ends with IA. And the organism in this are animals. Okay. This is
Yep.
kingdom. Then we have over here we have kingdom fungi, and the organism in that are known as they are known as fungi. That is simple. Then we have kingdom Protocista, and the organism in this are known as protokists. Okay, they are known as
Prokaryotes.
protokists. Okay. Sometimes they spell it C, and in some there is absence of C in the spelling. So you can use both. You can use this one or what is the spelling in your book for this kingdom Protocista?
For, let me. It's in my bag. I think. Let me get. Should I get
You don't
it?
have book? Yeah, you must have book right now because
Not.
I told you
Not
that
right now.
you. Okay, take a moment
Yeah. Okay.
and grab it.
Fungi. No.
Recording in progress.
I don't know what's the page number on your book. Maybe it's in the first chapter in the classification where we are discussing the kingdom. There is kingdom Plantae. Yeah, that is kingdom Plantae.
Okay.
For this, it is written as kingdom Plantae. Okay, AE, right, like this. Is it so in your book?
Pro.
Open
Prokaryotes.
open the section of the kingdom where section 1.4. It's section 1.3 of the book. The kingdoms of the living
Mm-hmm.
organisms. There will be kingdom, first kingdom. Maybe they have started from the kingdom Protocista. In some books, it is started from the kingdom Prokaryota. Then kingdom Protocista.
Yeah.
Did you get this?
Eh, over here, it's kingdom. Yeah, Plante.
Yeah, that is kingdom Plantae, like AE. It ends with AE,
Yes.
and the organisms of this kingdom are known as plants. Clear?
Yep.
Similarly, for any animals, what's the name of the kingdom for animals?
Animalia.
Yes, kingdom
Animalia.
Animalia. And the organism of this group will be known as
Animals.
animals. Yes. Similarly, for fungi, what's the name?
Fungi.
Yeah, kingdom fungi. And the organism
Yeah.
of this are fungi.
Fungi.
Yes. What about kingdom Protogista? This one.
Uh, Procar.
Protogista. This one, the fourth one.
Protect. Yeah,
No,
protect.
these two are different. Okay, don't confuse. Don't mix them. This is a
Yeah,
separate.
prokaryote is with
Yeah. What is the spelling? What are the
protocus.
spelling? Are the spelling same? The same. Protogista.
No. Yeah,
I think they have
it's a bit
mentioned the
different.
spelling like protista, like this, right?
Over here, it's procotists.
What are the spellings on your book? Protocista or
Pro. No, it's prokaryotes.
yeah, like this. Wait a minute. So it is same like in this book, right? Kingdom
Yes, kind of.
Protocista. You see, there is C in this.
Yes, like that.
Yes. So this is kingdom Protocista, and the organism of this kingdom are protocysts, and they
Mm-hmm.
belong to both. They have characteristics like animals and plants. Okay.
Plants.
Yes. And then there is this kingdom, the kingdom that will be known as kingdom Prokaryota.
Prokaryote.
Yes. And the organism of this kingdom are known as,
Bacteria.
sorry,
Prokaryote.
yeah, prokaryotes.
Prokaryotes.
The organism will be prokaryotes. Bacteria is one example. Okay, prokaryotes. In prokaryotes, you have
Yeah.
many. There are many
Bacteria.
prokaryotes, but we generally say that the organisms of the kingdom Prokaryota, the organism of the kingdom Prokaryota, are known as prokaryotes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And bacteria is one example. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then what we were discussing, yeah, about the prokaryotes, that they are the simplest one and they are the ancient ones, and they are very much different from the all other groups of the organisms, all other kind of organisms. The most important difference is that they do not have a nucleus. Remember, this is very important. This is very much important. I was telling you one difference about the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Let me explain it again. In prokaryotes and eukaryotes, prokaryotes are those organisms which are they don't have nucleus. Okay, they don't have nucleus. What does it mean? I will explain you later. Firstly, and the eukaryotes, they have a true nucleus in them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how we categorize? We categorize prokaryotes. Prokaryote is just one group. Okay. Like in the prokaryotes, you have just kingdom prokaryota. Okay. All other groups, all other organisms, they have a true nucleus. Okay. Except that of the organisms of the kingdom prokaryota, all rest of the organisms have a true nucleus. So they all will belong to eukaryotes category. Okay, we say
Mm-hmm.
eukaryotes. Eukaryote is a general terminology used for those organisms which have a nucleus. Okay, just like we have categories of the human being like some are based on their qualification, based on their degrees. Like some are engineers, some are chemists, some are doctors, right? So in doctor category, you will have all those human beings which have done MBBS prior, right? And then they have done some specialization. In engineering group, you will have the people who got the engineering degrees, right? So similarly, we have two
Yes.
groups, two simple groups. Those are prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In
And
prokaryotes,
eukaryotes.
yes, in prokaryotes we place those organisms which don't have a nucleus. Okay, they don't have true
Mm-hmm.
nucleus. While the organisms which
Like
have a,
bacteria.
yeah, which have like bacteria, bacteria don't have a true nucleus.
Nucleus.
Yes. Then the organisms which have a true nucleus, I will explain you what is meant by true nucleus and what is meant by non-nucleus.
Okay.
So eukaryote is that they have a true nucleus. So in eukaryote you have kingdom Protocista, right?
Mm.
Rest
Yeah.
of the all rest of the kingdoms will be in eukaryota. Now, can you tell me what are the rest of the groups? Kingdom Protocista. Then
Pro, king, like kingdoms. Oh, kingdom fungi.
yes. Then
Kingdom animalia.
firstly Kingdom Plantae. Okay, we are going
Plant.
from simple to
Oh, okay.
complex
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Kingdom plantae.
Then
Kingdom animalia.
Kingdom Animalia. Okay.
Animal.
So these four groups they belong to the eukaryote category. All the
Mhm.
organisms of these four groups will have a true nucleus. Okay,
Yeah.
are you clear with this? What I am telling you?
Yes.
And the only group which is known as kingdom prokaryota, and actually the spelling, yeah, the spelling was right. The kingdom prokaryota, the organism in the kingdom prokaryota, they don't have a true nucleus. All the organisms of the kingdom prokaryota, they don't have a true nucleus,
Mm.
just like the bacteria. Okay, now what is meant by true nucleus and absence of true nucleus? It means just like if I draw a bacteria like this is E. coli. Yes, I'm telling you an example. E. coli is a bacteria. Okay, Escherichia coli, writing the short form. If you see this, in this, the genetic material will be like this. Okay, it will be placed like this. It
Mhm.
is not present in a nuclear boundary. It is not
Yeah.
enclosed in a nuclear boundary. But if I talk about, let's say, an animal cell, like this is an animal cell. So what happens is that in the animal cell, you will have a true nucleus in the center. Okay, in that
Mhm.
nucleus, the chromatin material will be enclosed. So,
Yep.
in generally, what we say that the uh, organisms of this group, the eukaryotes, they have a true nucleus. Okay, this is known
Mhm.
as true nucleus. What is meant by true nucleus? That the nuclear material is enclosed in by nuclear membrane. Okay, there will be a nuclear membrane outside this nuclear material. You see this green boundary, this one. What is this? This is nuclear membrane. Okay, this
Yep.
whole is a nucleus. So this is known as nuclear membrane. What we are saying is that eukaryotes are those organisms which have a true nucleus. And what is meant by true nucleus? True nucleus means the nuclear material, this orange material, this nuclear material is enclosed by a nuclear membrane. Okay.
Okay,
So
member.
it reflects that there is a specific, an organized pattern. It's not like that
Yeah.
the nuclear material is floating in it. Nuclear material is present in the center and it is enclosed by the nuclear membrane. But when we talk
Okay.
about the prokaryotes, in them, the nuclear material is just present in the center. It's not, maybe it can float in this. Why? Why it can float? Because there is no nuclear boundary around it. So this is just, you can just call it nuclear material. Okay. You cannot say
Yeah.
it a proper nucleus. Okay. This is not a proper nucleus. Are you
Yeah.
getting this? The difference.
Yes.
This is very important difference, and they can take a screenshot and make a sticky note and place it on your book. Okay. It will help you in the next classification. So again, the prokaryotes, they don't have a nucleus. They don't have a true nucleus. What we can say is they
Yeah.
don't have a true nucleus. Actually, nuclear material is present in all organisms. What is nuclear material? Nuclear material is maybe DNA or RNA. Okay. Simply, we say
Mhm.
nuclear material is DNA and RNA.
Yeah.
I'm writing here. Nuclear material is what? You can say nuclear material. Simply, you can say it is the genetic material of
Mhm.
every organism, which helps to transfer the gene from one species to the other. Okay, the genetic material.
Other.
So genetic material is present in every species because every species, every living species, every living species will have its copies. Like the bacteria, the bacteria they grow. Similarly,
Yeah.
the kingdom protogista, the organism in the kingdom protogista, like the paramecium, they grow. Every species they grow and they reproduce.
Yes.
So every kingdom, every species will have nuclear material. And what is nuclear material? Nuclear material is the material which is having genetic material of that organism.
Mhm.
Okay, like what is genetic material in simple terms? What
Like
is mhm.
DNA.
Genetic material? It tells you the information about the organism. Okay, it's just like
Mhm.
the what you can say. It it gives you the whole information of that particular organism. And genetic material is helpful in the reproduction process. Okay,
Mhm.
when one species reproduce. So yeah, in prokaryotes there is no true nucleus and kingdom prokaryota, only kingdom prokaryota, that is the simplest kingdom. they belong to kingdom to this category, prokaryotes. Okay, and you can how you can remember this? You can remember this. Pro means without. It means
Mm-hmm.
pro means without, and karyote. It is derived from the word carry on. Okay, it is derived from the
Yeah.
word carry on, which means nucleus. So what does
Mm-hmm.
we say? Prokaryotes are those organisms which are without nucleus. Okay, and U means
Yep.
true. U means true, and karyote means nucleus. Okay, true nucleus.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how you can remember this. Eukaryotes are those which have a true nucleus, while prokaryotes are those organisms which don't have a true nucleus. They are without a
Okay.
true nucleus. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can take the screenshot. Then we will continue.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes. I'll just come in 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. Of the
Recording
prokaryotes
in
and eukaryotes,
progress.
this difference.
Yes.
Now, can you tell me what is the difference between prokaryote and eukaryote?
Uh, t- uh, True nucleus is like
Mm-hmm.
has a nuclear membrane
Yes.
uh,
You will say the
and
nuclear material is enclosed by,
a nuclear membrane.
yes, that is known as a true nucleus. Otherwise, if nuclear material is just present in the organism, but it is not bounded by a nuclear membrane, then that will be known as just a nuclear material. It will not be considered as a true nucleus. Okay. If
Yes.
the nuclear material is just present
Mhm.
in the organism and it is not enclosed by the nuclear membrane, then we say that that particular organism is, what's that? It is a prokaryote.
Yep.
Are you clear with this or should I repeat this? I can explain you again.
No, I'm clear. I'm clear.
Okay, now can you explain it? Prokaryotes and eukaryotes.
Prokaryotes is that they don't have a true nucleus, and the
Hmm.
eukaryotes that they have a true nucleus.
Hmm. And which organisms, which kingdoms belong to the prokaryotes and which organism belong to the eukaryotes?
Prokaryotes are like kingdom
You will say the organisms
prokaryota.
of the organisms of the kingdom prokaryota. Okay, the
Okay, so like
organisms.
bacteria.
Yes, just like
Mhm.
bacteria. Yes, and what about eukaryotes?
Eukaryotes is like the animals, plants,
Hmm.
uh,
Fungi.
fungi, yeah,
Hmm.
fungi,
And
and proto
protista.
protodisc. Yeah, protodisc.
Protista. Yes, they all are eukaryotes. Now,
Yes.
you will meet bacteria at various stages. Now, we were here. Now, you see, they have mentioned the most important difference is that they do not have a nucleus. Okay, the prokaryotes, they don't have a nucleus. That's why we say them prokaryotes
Mhm.
without nucleus. Karyote is derived from the karyon. It means nucleus. Pro means without nucleus. Okay. You will meet bacteria at various stages in your biology course. Some of them are harmful to us and cause diseases such as tuberculosis. This disease is
Mhm.
very much common in the people who are smokers, the chain smokers. Okay, the chain smokers
Mhm.
they have this disease, tuberculosis, and sometimes it happens in some other. The people who live with the smokers, with the chain smokers, they are also vulnerable to this disease because those
Mhm.
smokers, you know about the passive smoking and the active smoking, the passive and the
I know about what's it called
hmm,
active smoking, but I
yeah.
think I know about
There
passive.
are two ends of the smoke. If the cigarette, this one is the white portion is the filtered end, right? This is the
Yes.
filtered end. No, this one is not filtered end. This yellow brown maybe what's that color? From where they take the smoke. This brown end is it is filtered end. Okay, So when they smoke, they may have less toxins in their body. But the other end, the white end, from where the ash is being released in the air, it is much more harmful. So the people
Mhm.
who live nearby the smokers, they are also vulnerable to the to this disease, tuberculosis. Are you
Mhm.
getting this? I'm saying there are two
Yeah.
portions. If you see the cigarette, I can show you what I'm telling you. And there is a filtered end. Yeah, this one, if you see this end, the brown end, it is a filtered end. At least the smokers, they when they smoke, they have some less toxin in their body. But the other end, from where the ashes is in the air, it is it is more dangerous. And that's why the people who are sitting beside the smokers, they are also in much more danger. That's why
Mhm.
uh, it's prohibited. It's not a good choice because you are not only playing with your health but also with the other ones,
With other
with
people.
the people, yeah,
Yeah.
who are living besides you. Okay. So yeah, tuberculosis, this disease we get from the prokaryotes. Okay. And the cholera is also from the prokaryotes. This cholera is, it look like this. You can show you the cholera. And this, you know what happens in the cholera? There is uh, a disease like this. If you have, it happens sometime because there is dehydration. You know, it happens sometime, and there is
Because of
due to this,
yeah.
yeah, due to this dehydration, there is increased heart rate and blood pressure becomes very low. There is vomiting as well. And why dehydration happens? Because diarrhea happens. In this case, the cholera, it affects your stomach. Basically, it affects your stomach. That's why there is diarrhea. There is severe diarrhea, and there is vomiting. And you know what happens when there is vomiting and diarrhea? Definitely, your water level decreases. Water level in your body decreases, and
Yes.
that's why there is rapid dehydration, and that's why the
Yeah.
heartbeat increases, and there is less volume of the water in your body. So that's why this condition is
Yes.
known as dehydration as well, the cholera. Cholera,
Mhm.
it affects the water level of your body.
Mhm.
Okay. Then many more, however, are helpful. So they are telling us that some of the prokaryotes are they are vulnerable for our body. They can cause diseases, just like the tuberculosis and the cholera. Then some are helpful as well, because I told you that some of the bacteria we use them to make medicines, and some of the prokaryotes are used in the biotechnology. In biotechnology to
Mhm.
make some of the products, just like the baking products. Okay, like
Mhm.
yeast. Yeast is made from the like it is some other organism, but bacteria can be used in biotechnology.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Many more, however, are helpful. You will find out about their useful roles in the carbon cycle and the nitrogen cycle. Carbon cycle is used to get carbon, and nitrogen cycle is used to get the ammonia. Okay, we will discuss
Mhm.
these later on. But at this stage, you must know that these in these cycles we gain the carbon and the ammonia for the beneficial purposes. Like, just like the ammonia is used as fertilizer in the crops,
Yeah.
fertilizer for crops. So that's why the
Mhm.
prokaryotes are beneficial. Okay, as I mentioned that they are used in biotechnology, they are used for the treatment of sewage. You know how they are used in the treatment of sewage? Sewage is the dirty water, like the sanitary system. So the sewage, the prokaryotes are used in it. Can you tell me, you know anything about it? Like
About
how prokaryotes are used for the sewage system for the sanitization
mm,
purpose?
mm, I think it's like
Mhm. Actually, when you add these bacteria, when you add these prokaryotes, not only bacteria, in prokaryotes you have different. As I told you, there are different species. So when you add these into the water, into the dirty water, these help to clean that water. Okay, they
Yeah.
help to clean the water. That's why it is known
But
as.
it also makes like it stops the growth of like dangerous or harmful fungi.
Yes, it's true. That's why that water is not beneficial for drinking purpose, but you can use that water for other purposes. So for drinking purpose, it is not good, but you can use that water for other purposes as well.
Yes.
It's true. Then you are right. Okay. In the treatment of sewage to make it safe to release into the environment. Okay. What they do, sometimes the sewage water is too much dirty. So you cannot the industrial waste cannot be released directly onto the earth because it can affect the uh, organisms present on the land. And sometimes
People.
the industries they release their industrial waste directly into the seawater. So
Hmm.
it can affect the aquatic organisms as well. So to avoid this problem, that water is treated prior. Okay, that dirty
Hmm.
water is treated prior by using the different chemicals and by using different prokaryotes, and then that water is released into the environment. Although that is not beneficial for the drinking purpose, but it becomes less toxic when you treat that water with the with some of the disinfectants, with some of the chemicals, then that water
Hmm.
become less toxic, but that is not beneficial for drinking purpose.
Yes.
Okay. One more advantage of using prokaryotes is that it is used to make insulin. Okay. And I was telling you about the insulin, that insulin, it helps to maintain
Blood
blood
sugar.
sugar. Yes, it helps to maintain blood sugar level. Whenever you have increased sugar, like when you intake sugar, your blood sugar level increases. So this insulin, and when this activates, it converts that extra sugar and it stores that extra sugar in our body for the further use. Okay. So
Hmm.
insulin is made from the prokaryotes. The sugar patient they take the insulin injections. So how we make insulin?
By
Yes.
um, what's it called the
Yeah,
prokaryotes.
prokaryotes. Some of the prokaryotes are used to make the insulin.
Pro,
Like it is a special one, specific one. We will discuss that later on. Okay. Then there are some bacteria. Some bacteria can carry out photosynthesis, and the that's why they can use in making food. Like they can prepare their own food. The oldest fossils belong to this kingdom. Yeah, this is what I was telling you. The oldest fossils, it means the first most and the foremost and the prior one were the kingdom prokaryote, the organism of the kingdom prokaryote. Okay, because they are the
mm,
oldest fossils. You must mark these points on your book because sometime in the paper one they give you the MCQs like this. In the chapter one, you will in the biology there is so much information. So whenever you are taking this class, you must mark the important points on your book. Okay, it will help you when you will revise the things. Clear? All
yeah.
the information is very important in this chapter because in this chapter what they can ask in paper one, they can ask you like they can give you four different options of the different names of the organisms, and they can ask you which one is protocista among these. Like they can give you the example of there are four options. One is paramecium, second one is E. coli, third one is mushrooms, fourth one is any fungus. So if you know that the paramecium is it belongs to kingdom protogista, then you can take the right option. Otherwise you will confuse. So that's why I am saying you that whatever examples they have mentioned in your book, you must memorize those examples. Okay, in each kingdom. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
And mark those. And like if I ask you, can you give me example of kingdom prokaryota, then you must know that Escherichia coli, this Escherichia coli, it belongs to the kingdom prokaryota. If I ask
Prokaryote.
you, give me example of kingdom protogista, so you know that paramecium belongs to kingdom protogista, and they will give you
Mhm.
options like this. You will have to choose the right option. Clear? Sometimes they will give you the characteristic and they will ask you to which kingdom these characteristics belong, like which kingdom have these characteristics. So then you will choose the right option, whether that is kingdom fungi, kingdom plantae, kingdom animalia, kingdom protocista, or kingdom prokaryota. So these are
Yeah.
5 kingdoms. You must know all the things about these by heart. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now the kingdom prokaryote